Hallo, ek is Etie. Welkom by my kanaal waar ons als saam doen. Please excuse the cricket noise in the background. This time of the year we have so many crickets and I just can't find them all. They're just everywhere, so it's this constant background noise. Today we look at the words tot and totdat in Afrikaans. They are synonyms in some cases. Totdat is quite limited, whereas tot has a few other uses. First, we take a look at tot and totdat as synonyms and also as conjunctions. As synonyms, they both mean until or till, while tot and totdat means the same thing. Totdat accentuates. If you want to determine whether you can use the translation of totdat for the English word until in any given sentence, you have to determine whether the word until serves as a conjunction in that English sentence. Now, a conjunction is a word that connects two parts of a sentence, and usually both parts contain a verb. So the first part and the second part both contain a verb, and until just connects them. And the first or the second part is usually dependent on the first part or the other way around, depending on the conditional structure and what type of conditional sentence it is. There are sentences that contain the word until in the English language, but it's not a conjunction in those sentences. And then the translation is a little bit different. So if it is a conjunction, the word until in English, you can translate to tot or totdat. I hope these sentence examples clarify it some more. First one there. Ek moet werk totdat al my huiswerk klaar is. Or you can say, ek moet werk tot al my huiswerk klaar is. And that means I must work until all my homework is done. Ek stap totdat ek moeg word. Or ek stap tot ek moeg word, which means I walk until I'm tired. Ek het gehardloop tot my bene lam geraak het. Or you can use totdat instead of tot, and it means I ran until my legs went numb. Ons moet wag totdat die weer beter is. Or ons moet wag tot die weer beter is. And it means we must wait until the weather is better. The next two examples are what I usually picture when I think of conditional sentences. The sentence with the comma in the middle. Alright, so tot or totdat die reën stop, kan die wedstryd nie begin nie. And that means until the rain stops, the match can't start. And then the next one, tot or totdat ons meer weet, moet ons nie enige verklarings maak nie. And that means until we know more, we must not make any statements. The word tot as a preposition. The word in Afrikaans for preposition is voorsetsel. Voorsetsel. Now, this is the case where until in the English sentence is not a conjunction. And that means there's no phrase that contains a verb after the word until in the English sentence. So when you translate, you cannot translate to the word totdat. In this case, until will always translate to tot. Ek werk tot laat. I work until late. Ek wil slaap tot môre. I want to sleep until tomorrow. I'm laughing because that is what I want to do. And right now, let me just check. Right now it's 21 past 12 in the middle of the night because I have insomnia amongst other things. And this is my night, every night, that I really just want to sleep. Ons speel skaak tot middernag. We play chess until midnight. Hy is met vakansie tot volgende jaar. He is on leave until next year. Still tot as a preposition, so as a voorsetsel, but now it means to. So in these cases, the word tot is the translation for to when it refers to going from one location to another, or going from this spot to that spot. So in this case, it's also tot, never totdat, also tot, but now it means to. Van hier tot daar, from here to there. Van bo tot onder. From top to bottom. Kan ons tot 'n vergelyk kom? Can we come to a consensus? Right, I want you to take a close look at the next two examples. The one is above the word not that is in red, and the one is below it. You'll see the English sentences there are identical. And the Afrikaans translation for one is to the word tot, and the other one is to the word na. Now the word na in Afrikaans is the primary and preferred translation for the word to in Afrikaans. So most times, on most occasions, when you have the word to in an English sentence, the translation will be na. But there are those cases I've mentioned above, that you go from this place to that place, that you can use tot, sometimes exclusively, or sometimes, like in this case, interchangeably with the word na. But you'll see in this context, the first sentence is ons stap van die huis tot by die winkel. Whereas the second one says ons stap van die huis na die winkel. So the first one there, the translation for both of these will be we walk from the house to the shop. But when you use tot, you have to have the word by with it in this situation, in this case. So then it'll be tot by, which means until we have reached, close up, right to. That's the tot by translation. But when you use the word na, it's simply we walk na, which means we walk to. Then it's a direct, exact translation. So these top two that I just gave you, the last example is a little bit different. You'll see in the one, ons stap van die huis tot by die winkel, of ons stap van die huis na die winkel. It's like we walk from the house to the shop. But in the last example, you'll see we are going to. So it doesn't go we are walking from here to there. Rather, it just says we go to there. We go to a different location without stating from here to there. Then the translation of to in English will always exclusively be na. Right? So then it'll be ons gaan na Liverpool hierdie naweek. And the translation is we are going to Liverpool this weekend. This last one I absolutely had to teach you guys, and it's a statement that we use very often. It's very important in Afrikaans, and that is tot hiertoe en nie verder nie. Tot hiertoe en nie verder nie. That means to here or until here and no further. So that is the translation. It is when you set a boundary. So when you've had enough of something and you're like, this is it. This is it. No more. Then you say tot hiertoe en nie verder nie. This can be applied in a situation, let's say you're in a meeting at work, you have to come to a decision about something big. People just keep on going and going and adding and they never get to a point, and there's a deadline, and then you'll say tot hiertoe en nie verder nie, which simply means okay, we're done, stop. We make a decision now, this is the end. And when you, for instance, if there's a bad relationship, then when you've had enough, when you're setting a boundary, when you pull it, when it's the final straw and you're like, this is it, we're done, then you say tot hiertoe en nie verder nie. Thank you guys for watching. I've worked up a sweat now. So, and the cricket's still going, multiple crickets. I'm not sure where they are, but I can hear them. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope it makes sense to you, or more sense to you now, the concepts of tot and totdat. If you have questions, please leave it in the comment section. If you have video suggestions or requests, please leave that in the comment section as well. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.